So last night, I probably didn't need to watch it, but I was cruising along and I bumped into a very popular video on the internet about why we ought to have a thigh gap from a girl in Australia who eats a high carb, raw vegan diet. She had lost a lot of weight on this diet and attributes her thigh gap to the way she eats, and basically said that if everybody ate this way, we would all be able to have a thigh gap. First of all, I have no idea why this is even important, but after I finished watching the video, I felt horrible about myself and my body. As you can see in the intro, I do not have a thigh gap. I don't think I've ever had a thigh gap. I've been much thinner than I am now, and I'm sure I've been heavier, but it's just never happened for me. When I was a teenager, it was really, really, really important. It's something that made me really miserable that I didn't have, and now I do not care. Oh, just a second, hubby's calling. I haven't felt like that in a really long time, and after watching this video and feeling completely defeated about my body, I wondered if there was other people who had had the same experience, where you hop on the internet and you're hoping to find some sort of inspiration or just some entertainment, and it ends up like kicking your butt. So I wanted to share 3 reasons why I think a thigh gap isn't important. Number 1 is that quads are sexy. It looks awesome in jeans, and it's not something to shy away from. And if you're gonna be lifting, it's something to know that, you know what, that happens, but it's great. Let's redefine what awesome legs look like. You know what, the opposite may happen if you start lifting heavy. You may obtain a thigh gap. Cool, that's great. And that leads me on to my second point. People, genetics matter. I look to my mom, and I look at my aunts, and I look at my cousins, and one thing that we all have in common are extremely strong quads. Like, hello quads, hello booty. So some sort of strong Dutch ancestors that we have to thank for that. And for a long time I fought it, but now I just think it's awesome. So it's about looking at what your mom looks like, and what do your aunts look like, and your grandma, and how are their legs, or your dad, and instead of fighting it, like embracing it and learning what are the good things that come from that. For me, it's just I've always had very strong quads. They've just always been there, and now I love it. And then the third thing is that when you go to the gym, I think it's so much more important to focus on what we can gain than what we can lose. So when I'm in the gym, I'm not doing my exercises hoping that it will whittle the middle of my legs away. I'm hoping that I'm gonna up my strength, and I'm focusing on my goal of lifting or being able to squat my body weight and deadlift more than the guy next to me. And I just feel like that may be a healthier mindset for a lot of women, rather than the focus of obtaining a thigh gap, which just seems so crazy. Anyways, I hope that this has been some sort of help, and it has calmed any sort of like fears that you've had, or I don't know, just watching some stuff sometimes can really mess with your head, and I would hope that this would bring you peace and strength and grace into your day. I am sending all my love, and if you want to work out with me, I train people online or in person here in Toronto, Ontario. You can hit me up on my webpage at freedom-training.com, and I hope to see you soon. Okay,